Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. Today's video is going to be my project pan update for the month of May. I've got all of my products here and we're just going to walk through the progress that I may or may not have made in the month of May. And we're going to be rolling in quite a few new products. I'm feeling very refreshed on this project and wanting to go through more products in my collection. I just recently filmed and posted a declutter video, which kind of made me see the products that I really want to be working my way through. So we're going to be kind of featuring some of those into the project now. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I did want to go ahead and quickly mention in this video that this is going to kind of serve the purpose for my May update for my project Huda Beauty. I'm not going to be filming a formal update for that video this month, but I will be updating you guys in the end of June with all of my progress in that project. So the first product we're going to talk about today, this is the Anastasia face palette in Italian Summer. Originally, I was really just focusing on this bronzer, but I feel like I've made just the slightest little amount of progress with it. I do notice a pretty big dip in the highlight though, and then a pretty good one in the blush as well. But this bronzer specifically is so pigmented that it's just really hard for me to use up. I want to roll a different product in for this, so unfortunately, even though I didn't really get that much visible progress to it, I did use this a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and roll it out of the project this month, but I'm still going to be, of course, reaching for it every now and then when I want to. But yeah, it's not going to be in the project. I have apparently lost my voice, so that's great. I don't know why I feel like my voice is cracking, so I'm so sorry about that. I'm sure that's not the best thing to be listening to right now, but the show must go on. So next up is the e.l.f. Cooling Mint Melt. This is done. I've used all of this up. There might still be a little bit in here because the pump that I have on mine doesn't work. So I'm pretty certain there's still a little bit in here. I don't think it's a lot, and I don't care to cut it open. I'm so sick of this packaging being broken and I don't even want to use it anymore. But yeah, I do think, I don't know, it might just be the air in it. I don't know. Either way, it is so close to being done. I have squeezed all of it out that I possibly can. I'm going to be calling this empty, so that's going to be our first empty for this particular month. Us will kind of alternate some exciting ones with some not so exciting ones. This eyeliner has been at a standstill for me for a couple of months. This is the eyeliner from NYX in the shade Gilded Taupe. I still really like this eyeliner, so I don't really care that it's still in the project. I just wanted to remind myself to reach for it more, but I definitely need to continue to do that. I have it in my waterline today. I still really like it. I don't really have any reason to want to get rid of it or anything, so I'm going to keep it in the project, but I don't think there's going to be like that much visible progress. I'm pretty much just using it in the waterline lately, and I feel like that just takes up so much time to actually get a little bit of progress, but I have been wanting to use this more as like a winged liner, so hopefully I can get some more progress in the next month out of this. I cannot believe I have not finished this. This is the Kaja Gloss Shot in the shade Milk Tea. I still have product in this, and honestly, I think the reason I haven't used it up is because I got so many lip oils in the last month that I was just using those. And I've been using especially this lipstick from Ulta Beauty, this one that I cannot stop talking about, that I just haven't really been reaching for a very glossy lip lately. I'm going to keep it in the project. You know what? I'm going to add some on right now, but it's going to stay in the project. I really do want to use this up. It's still just a stunning gloss. It's my favorite. But yeah, cannot believe it's still not done, but we still have a little bit of a product still. I'm pretty sure you guys knew I would finish this one. This is the Pretty Fresh setting spray from Colourpop. I finally used this up. I had just the smallest amount in the last month to use up, and it didn't take but like 3 uses for it. So this one is another empty. I actually did not repurchase this. Spoiler, but I did post a Colourpop order and I did not replace this in it, even though it was like 30% off on their site. I didn't pick a new one up because when I used this, I realized that as much as I love the mister on it and the scent of it, the one that I had previously to this, the e.l.f. Coconut Mist, I think is better. And I don't love the smell of it quite as much as this one, but I still really like the scent of that one as well. I just noticed such a good lasting power for that one that I don't think this one has. So I didn't feel the need to repurchase it. And I do think I'm going to end up picking up the e.l.f. one here soon. So I think that that is really good that I did not repurchase it. Like, I'm proud of myself for not just buying it just because I like it. I think I like the e.l.f. one better, but I'm really glad to have used this one up. I definitely enjoyed using the last little bit of this up, and I will miss it, I think, but I don't think I'll miss it enough to repurchase it anytime soon. But I could see myself getting it later on. I'm not getting any progress in this blush, I swear. This is the Hourglass Mood Exposure blush, and it just like is the never-ending blush. I don't understand. I don't know. It definitely has like a little bit more of a dome now, but I haven't fully decided. I think I'll keep, I don't know, like I kind of want to keep it in, but I'm going to be adding a liquid blush, so I'm not sure if I want to keep this one in or not. I think I will. I think I'll keep it in because I really want to see the pan in this palette. Like I'm so determined to see it, so I think I'll go ahead and keep it in the project. But yeah, there's just not a lot of visible progress in this, even though I feel like I used it a decent amount. I probably could have used it more. Hopefully I will hit pan on this at some point, but I do know I like this a lot better in the fall than the summer. So we're just gonna keep it in the project for now. Let's talk about one more without much progress at all. This is the Flower Beauty Get Real Serum Foundation, and it is just right where it was at, basically. I've used this, I think, 3 times in the whole month, and I actually mixed it in with another foundation, so I practically used it like 1.5 times because I was using half the product each time. But yeah, we're still at the exact same line, maybe on the bottom part of the line, but there's really, I don't even think I can draw a new line. So I do want to keep this in the project. I picked up the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation, and I've just been reaching for it over this one. So it's not a surprise that I didn't get a lot of progress this month, but I do want to continue using this product. The last product I have to update you guys on is the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. I mentioned this in my declutter video that it was empty, so yes, it is empty. I used it up. I feel like this actually had a good amount of product in it for such a little size. Like it was a mini that just came with like free with purchase in that bag full of goodies that you get sometimes from Ulta. And I did really like this. I'm not repurchasing it right now because I want to try some other eye primers, but I would really like to be able to just have this little size again because I don't want to purchase the full size. So I'm glad to have this one used up. It was pretty good. Not entirely sure yet if I'll repurchase it. Out of everything we just talked about, these 3 are the only ones that are going to stay in the project. We're going to be rolling in a lot of new products though, so these will not be alone. But yeah, we're keeping in the 3 of these, and then let's jump into the ones that we're going to add into the project because I'm very excited about some of them. Sorry, 4 of them. This gloss is going to stay as well. The 5th product is going to be another lipstick. This is the Slip Shine lipstick from Fenty, and this is in the shade Glazed. I just have a little bit left of this, and I would really like to use it up. It's a nice like nudie pink sort of shade. It's pretty sheer, and I think that this is a good time to use it up in the summer. It's a nice, good summer product, but I don't have a lot of it left, and I would just like to work my way through it. Like I said, we're gonna add in another blush. This one's the liquid blush from Flower Beauty. It's the Blush Bomb in the shade Nectar. Now, I do have this on today, but I did put the Hourglass blush over it, and this is the first one, the first blush bomb that I had from Flower, and it's old. Like, I've had it since, I don't know, I think I've had it since 2019. That's what I'm thinking. I know I've had it for sure. I know I had it in 2020, but I think I had it before then as well. So with it being a cream product, I think it's time for me to use it up. It's this nice, like, peachy sort of orangey color. It's really nice. You can blend it out to be pretty subtle, or you can build it up. You can also mix it in with other things. So this one is something that I would really like to see myself work through. And right now, I think the product is about right here. So I definitely don't have a ton of it to work my way through, but I would really like to use this up. I think that would be a pretty good accomplishment. So that's gonna be our 6th product. While we're talking about cheek products, I'm actually also gonna add in this bronzer. This is from Bare Minerals, and I'm gonna try not to shake it too much so I can see where it's at. So currently, this is right below these words here, Bare Pro Glow. That's where the product is sitting. I really want to get some more use out of this. I feel like I don't use this enough, and so I want to put it in the project to remind myself to use it because it's a really nice product. I think it's just a little bit more high maintenance because of the packaging. It's a liquid bronzer that you're gonna have to pump onto the back of your hand to then pick up with a sponge or a brush or whatever. You can't just like dip your brush into the product in the component. So I think that's why I don't really use it so much, but I want to put it in the project to encourage myself to use it. So that's going to be number 7. Number 8 is going to be this loose powder from Hard Candy. This is the Chilling Wonder Powder. I just love this and I've been really enjoying using it. So I think this is a perfect time to put it in the project. So this one is translucent and it's like a everyday sort of loose powder. It's not going to be extremely mattifying. It is called like a hydrating loose powder, which I do agree with. I think that it's pretty natural looking, but it is going to soak up your oils, and I have found that it makes my makeup last all day long. I got this trick from Emily from Emily's Makeup Bag. I'll link her video down below for you. She posted a video about how to make your makeup last all day, especially make it sweat proof. And I used this when she mentioned that, and I noticed specifically that my cheek makeup did not wear off throughout the day. And typically, I know it's bad, but I'm constantly touching my face. I'm like putting my hand in my face and sitting like this. And the fact that my makeup did not wear off that day, this was the only thing that I had done differently. So I really want to utilize this powder, get my use out of it, and try and use it up. When I use it up, I'm pretty certain I will repurchase it. I love this powder. Right now, I'm gonna kind of line it up with the words here, and we'll see where it's at here. And I'll draw a line later, but I've already used up a good bit of this. It's more than halfway gone, and I feel like this is gonna be a powder that I can definitely work my way through. So I'm really happy to have this in the project. I told you all we had a lot of products we're gonna add in. I'm gonna add in both of these Pretty Fresh products from Colourpop, the primer and the foundation, because a little bit of a spoiler, I already repurchased these. They're so close to being empty that I really want to use them up. And I love both of them. This foundation is one of my all-time favorite foundations. And I also really love the primer. So I definitely want to work my way towards these. I'm gonna have to put a picture in of where these products are at, because I'm starting to wonder if I have more of this foundation than I thought I did. The primer is very easy to tell where it's at, so that should not take long. But for some reason, this is such a difficult product for me to see like where it's at. Roughly, I still think I have right about where this line is at. In here, I just don't think there's very much. I want to say it's like a hair below the line. I can kind of see where it's sitting. So I'm thinking that's where it's at. It's a little bit hard to judge, but I'll try and shine my flashlight in it and see. But I don't think we have a ton to work with, like maybe just this much here, and we'll go from there and see how fast I can use this up. But like I said, I did repurchase it, so I just want to use the one up that I already have. One of the products I'm most excited to pan is this concealer from e.l.f. This is the creamy or the hydrating camo concealer. This one is in the shade Fair Rose. It's a little bit too light for me, and I'm not really sure if I like this formula. So I'm putting it in the project for two reasons. Number one, I want to use it up, but number two, I kind of want to see, like, do I actually like this, or is it just okay to me? And if I end up not liking it, I will remove it from the project. But I feel like because I feel kind of like so-so about it, I don't reach for it. So I'm thinking by putting it into the project, I can kind of get my final thoughts on it. And I'm thinking maybe because it is a little bit lighter, it's hard for me to tell how I feel about it, but that's why I'm putting it in the project. This one's pretty easy to see how much product you still have in it. I have it to about right here. There's some right here on the walls, but when you look down, it's really settled about right here, right above the F in e.l.f., or right about where the H is in Hydrating. So I think I can use this up within a reasonable amount of time, and I have enough product in there to let me know how I really feel about it, but I don't think I'd be repurchasing it when I use it up. Those are all the makeup products, and then I'm gonna add 4 skincare products in as well. I realized in my declutter video, the one, like the part 2 of declutter where I talked about my skincare, that these have been in my collection for quite a while. It says there's only 30 pairs in here, which I thought there was like way more. So I really need to use them up. These are the under eye patches from Pixi. I have the Detoxify ones, and they're just little eye masks that you can use with a little spatula. You take them out and put them underneath your eye. So there are several in here. I'm not gonna be counting them or anything because it's just kind of difficult to do that in this format. So this is how much space I have, and then I'm going to just kind of see like how many I still have. This is something that I probably should be using like every couple days because my skin has been so dry and irritated lately. So I think that that would probably be a good idea for me to use these more often. So I want to use them for that purpose, but also because I think that they're probably pretty close to drying out. As far as just the expiration date on them, I don't want to let them go bad because I really do like them. I guess when I got these, I've treated them more as like a luxury item for every now and then, but I really need to just use them more. Like, I have them, why not just use them? So yeah, I'm really excited to have these in the project. I'm gonna be adding in 2 lip products. These are 2 that I also thought about during my declutter where I was like, I really need to use these up. So this one is the Tea Tree Lip Scrub in Sweet Mint. This one is a little bit more of a liquidy consistency. Like, it's not extremely sugary. Like, it does have a little bit of liquid to it. So I think you can use it up a little bit faster than some others. It's pretty gentle, and I think that I probably need to use this because my skin has just been so dry lately. My lips have been dry and everything. So I definitely think I can use this up within a few months. The key is going to be me remembering to use it. That is honestly the problem. I'm so bad about remembering to use it. And then once I use that, I can put this on top. So I decided to add this into the project as well. This is the Agave Intensive Lip Mask from Bite. This is a pretty easy one to track the progress on. It's just a little mini of the product, and I would like to use this one up as well. It's really nice at nighttime. Very moisturizing for my extremely dry lips, so I think this is a good duo to have in the project at the same time. And then lastly, like I mentioned, my skin has been extremely dry, so I'm going to put this in the project. This is the Intensive Heel Repair from Earth Therapeutics, and it's for your feet. It's like for cracked heels and just dry feet in general, so this is honestly something I just need to use more of. I only have about half of it left, but I've had this for quite a while, so that's honestly pretty sad that I haven't used this up yet. So I'm going to put this in the project, and hopefully this is going to help my dry skin by having it in here. But those are all the products that I'm adding in. I know this is like a major refresh for the project, but I'm very excited because of that. So let's see how many we have. So in total, we have 15 products that are currently in the project. I feel like that is a pretty good number, especially because the last couple of months I haven't had very many. So I am really excited to have this major refresh in the project. Let me know down below what products you're excited to see me pan and what products you're trying to pan currently. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.